Hey, everyone, it's Jim Phoenix, and boy, we have a holiday special. That's right, we've got, a lot of special guests. Holy shit, we got a ton of special guests for y'all. We've got dogs and cats living together. Man, I'm not getting sued. And we'll put it this way. If you've listened to our show in the past, you probably know some of the guests, some old goodies, some newies, and some in-betweenies. So on our next Streaming Demons, we have the holiday special, 22 style. Hit it. Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here. By God, are we excited to give you on this Christmas day, I think, or whatever day Friday really is, whatever holiday you suggest. I don't care. Krampus, is that a holiday? Or is that a movie?
It could be both, I suppose.
Sure, why
The
not?
holiday of the movie. Yeah, we have a very special Streaming Demons today. We've got plethora. I think that means a lot. I watched Three Amigos once. Of special guests today, so I'm gonna just do my announcements. Of course, myself, Jim Phoenix, and my co-host with the most, J.M. Brannick, if that is their real name.
Hello.
And
I'm here.
Xander, if you listen to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer podcast we have, you heard Xander. Say hi.
Hi, Merry Festivus for the rest of us, by the way.
Damn right. And we've got TT Hollows from, I guess, our last podcast we did. Say hello again.
Hello. It's great to be back again so suddenly.
Who cares? Oh, shit. And we got another special guest of Dr. Payne somewhere lurking around. Oh, damn it. So sorry about TT Hollows. He cuts everyone off, man. I don't know. He's just he is a special spirit. But it's a pleasure to have you.
What I do.
Yeah. It's all goodness and all goodness. So for this very special version of the Streaming Demons, we are going to do a round robin. And after we get done with that, we're going to talk about some movies. Yeah. It's our favorite Christmas movies, our top 4-ish Christmas movies. And gosh, we usually let our special guests go first, so I need to do teacup saucer out, teacup saucer out. Payne, you're not special enough. Xander, you're up.
All right.
What's your first movie?
Well, the first one is that anybody that, is familiar with our sort of horror movies is personal favorite of mine.
Oh, really? Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's your first movie?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a short movie, too, because,
amazing.
Because Baby Yoda's short.
Mandalorian. Yeah. So what is yours, for reals? For realsies?
The first one is actually a slasher classic. I'm a big fan of slasher, especially Christmas horror movies. The original Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh.
Yes. I saw that way back in my Army days. Actually, it was right around the same time we talked about the last episode I was on when we talked about Sleepaway Camp 2.
Yes. I have a memory of this. Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
2.
yeah, and then I found this. I started looking into more of the less mainstream horror movies, and I came across Silent Night, Deadly Night, and that jump-started my love of Christmas horror movies. For those that haven't seen it, quick synopsis: a boy named Billy watches his parents get murdered by a hitchhiker just like Santa Claus.
Wait, get murdered?
Yeah, both his mom and dad get
fucking
murdered.
Christmas
And
movie is
actually,
this?
his dad gets murdered. His mom is SA'd, we'll say, and then she gets killed.
Huh.
And then he moves to him and his brother, who we see more so in the sequel, go to this orphanage where this really sadistic Mother Superior runs this orphanage.
Oh, yeah.
And he grows up and he gets a job at a toy store. And they want him to play Santa Claus, and seeing the Santa suit just triggers everything that happened in with all his bad experiences in life. And he just goes on. It's basically a one-night murder spree.
Nice.
Because it starts, he kills everybody at the Christmas party, kills some other people. Linnea Quigley's in it. She gets skewered with antlers on a wall.
Nice. Skewers only fun.
He heads back to the orphanage, and then so on.
So that's not bad. Okay. So as we're doing this, is this your top horror or your bottom? How are we starting? High or low?
Honestly, I would say out of the ones I picked, this has got to be top. And even just
Okay.
it's not going to beat Black Christmas,
Oh boy.
the original Black Christmas. That's the OG.
Yeah.
But when it comes to ones that I watch often, because I'm one of my favorite genres in horror is slasher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I watched Silent Night, Deadly Night a lot, and actually they did the reimagining a handful of years ago. That actually wasn't bad either.
I actually
Very,
really
very
liked Silent Night. That was
Yeah.
I felt it was different from the original, just enough, and it definitely has that mid 2000s remake feel to it for sure. But
yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
man.
it was I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
It was a
great
good,
movie.
interesting twist with it from the original, and
Good
the
cast
kills
too.
are the good cast and the kills are brutal.
Killer. The
Yeah,
kills are
they're
killer.
killer. But yeah, that's my
Carnage Candy.
I would say that's probably my favorite. Not the best, but it's my favorite.
Favorite? How many Cthulhu's we give out of 5?
Oh,
How many Dark Orbs?
I would give it a 3 3/4.
3 3. That's your favorite? 3 3/4?
Well,
We need to redefine these fucking terms for a bit.
I'll give it a
Hey,
Hey,
4.
that's my
I
favorite.
don't give out
Because-
stuff.
The other
No.
ones I have are I all enjoy them. It's hard for me to find a horror movie I don't like.
Voodoo is the worst. Like, this is my favorite movie, a 1. I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
a 1?
It could be worse. It could be Silent Night, Deadly Night 3.
Oh, there's more. Well, okay.
There's 5.
5
There's
of them.
5.
There's
Oh
5.
my god.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to
It's like
TT
I
Howell's.
spit on your grave.
I've seen all of those too.
Okay, now I have a bad joke about that, and I won't repeat it. But
Yeah, no.
We
have
want
my
sponsors
kazoo.
eventually.
I have my kazoo on ready.
We need sponsors.
oh, okay, fine. I won't tell the spit on the grave joke, but
Good.
It-
Because those arrow shoes.
0 shoes. Although you know what,
Whatever.
they did have 0 shoes, XERO shoes. She would run faster.
Yeah.
She really
All
would.
right. So
TT Howells, what's
we're going
yours?
to the TT.
Yes.
All right, T squared coming at you.
Squared,
So
there we go.
I'm gonna go 4 to 1. So I'm gonna stop from my
Oh.
lowest to my top.
All right.
For me, I was kind of torn there. I was bouncing between Silent Night, Deadly Night, and a couple
Nice.
others. But I've got to say, the newest one that I just recently watched is one I'm gonna probably be keeping on my list for a while. Christmas Bloody Christmas by Joe
Oh.
Bigos. That just dropped on Shudder last Friday.
Shit. I didn't see that yet. Is that really good?
I would give it. Won't give my rating yet, but
Yeah.
yes, it's pretty much those who are fans of Silent Night, Deadly Night, or even the remake Silent Night, and fans of the original Terminator, where Arnold is the bad guy.
Right.
It is pretty much that. First half is Silent Night, Deadly Night. Second half, straight up Terminator.
Oh, cool.
It was everything I was hoping it would be, and loved it. So pretty much the story involves two bartenders getting ready to close down for the night. It's Christmas Eve, and instead of going on this date that she has planned, she bails on the dude and goes out with the night drinking with her buddy. And the military designed this sentient killer robot Santa to infiltrate terrorist organizations or something.
As
What's
one
that,
does.
RoboCop?
But I guess it's something like that. But I guess it had defaults, so they're like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna give this out to stores and stuff to you guys used for have children come and see and whatnot." Well, as in good old horror fashion, it goes haywire, and a night of slaying begins, if you will.
That is so cool. Okay. It's on Shudder, right?
It is on Shudder, streaming exclusively, and I think
Oh.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is getting a limited theatrical run right now as well. I could be wrong. But I think it is.
Nice.
That would be
That's
so
incredible.
damn cool.
And those who are fans of Joe Bigos, this is his third feature film, I believe. I think his first one was visual VFX, and then Bliss, which is awesome, and then this one.
Okay, now VFX. Fucking hell, man. You know what I'm talking about. Is that a ripoff of the old FX one?
I don't think so. It could be. I haven't
Remember
seen
they
that
had
one
like
in
the
a
old
while.
FX one, like, oh, we're
I've seen the
we're
movie,
special
both of
effects
them.
people that kill people.
I've seen both those movies, the FX and FX2.
Yeah. So if now all you guys have to do is like watch VFX, and we'll get our thing. All right. So what kind of effects are they all? they
It's
have
all
to be
practical.
CGI. It's all practical?
Ooh.
It is all practical.
Holy
Wonderful.
crap.
I don't think if I think back, I don't think there was any CGI in that movie. All the car crashes that happen are practical. All the carnage candy,
Teslas.
if you will,
Sorry.
is practical, and they show it. The camera does not shy away from the carnage candy.
It's like faces of death, but
pretty
fake.
much.
Nice.
And pretty much where the realm of Silent Night, Deadly Night comes into play in Silent Night, his main weapon, his really only weapon of choice, is an axe.
I dig this.
I
one.
will
How many
say,
yeah,
I will say there is a death that happens in that movie where I'm like, was it necessary? And then there's something that happens to said body of death afterwards where I'm like, okay, we probably could have done without this. So there might be some people, some of you listeners out there might be like, if you watch it, like,
Oof.
but they've done it
Not
without it. But
necessary.
they already paid for the dummy.
Is
Like,
Rape
we
not our
could've gone for
sponsor? Is that what you're saying?
It's not that. It is not that.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have
Rip is not
two
our
like
sponsor. To be clear, it's not
I have two like bugaboos for me when it comes to horror deaths, or just deaths, if you will. Two bugaboos, and
I
that is
like bugaboos. I think we should use bugaboos.
bugaboos.
Anyway, go on.
So the one is like dogs and cats. I
Living
love
together.
dogs and cats. I
Of
love it.
course.
The innocence, and then children.
Mm.
Children is unless they're evil little
fucking Bob.
shits
So,
like Macaulay
they're
Culkin in
children.
The Good Son.
so
Or-
Screw
if they're
Bob.
just
I don't like
normal
Bob. We don't like
children,
Bob.
If they're just regular kids, like
Bob.
that's hard. That those are hard for me. Leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
There is a child death in Christmas Bloody Christmas, and they show it, and I'm like, oh, it takes a lot for a jaw drop to happen to me. My jaw dropped. I was like,
Oh shit. Now I need to see this.
Except for
I
Bob.
wanted
We
to
don't
see
like
it, but
Bob.
no,
I
you need to
recommend
see
it. I still recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Oh my god.
Bob
Okay,
should
so
have
how
died in
many
the movie.
Cthulhu's? We don't know.
I would give this one 3 out of 5.
3.
out of
That's
5
not bad. That's a good start. I'm not
5 out of
following that, and you know what? I don't have to because Payne's back.
Oh no.
All right, Jimbo, I got this one. All right, what are we doing? Christmas. All right, right. So I got this movie, man. I seen it in the theater last week. It was called Mom's Spaghetti. No. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I think this is the most genius movie ever. It's starring Jack Skellington, and many of you don't know Chris Sarandon, which is Susan Sarandon's relative or something. I don't know. Is like the voice, except when he sings, then it's Danny Elfman. Most of you don't know that. I'm
think
just
it's
dropping
Susan
knowledge.
Sarandon that sings for him, actually.
It's Susan Sarandon. But
Yeah.
what you also don't know is in Detroit, it is a Detroit movie. And it's like this about the Skeleton King. I don't know if it's like it really got voted for a king or it's just like, a king. Like
I feel
Elvis.
like I've heard this before.
Oh, it's because,
too.
I'm in your dreams. I think
Oh God.
Boxy,
out
that
of
is your
there.
name. I get in and get out. In and out. That's all we do.
Who would you rather have, Freddy or Payne?
Freddy.
Freddy
Freddy.
got fingered.
How do I?
That's all he's got left.
Candyman. How do I do this? I need
Oh,
somebody
remember?
else.
No. You got to get the Pabst ribbon and the used. What was it?
Use
Oh, who
condoms.
cares? That's what it is.
The
That's what it
sticky
is.
magazines.
Listen to our
the,
old charity stuff.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I'm gonna say this guy is probably not a king, nor the mayor, and he might be a magistrate. So the skeleton magistrate, he goes out and makes spaghetti, saves Christmas. It's wonderful. 5 out of 5 stars. Cthulhu's, whatever. The end.
it sounds like a good movie. Whatever that was.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
Whatever
Thanks for that.
was.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good
Yeah,
movie.
so I guess Payne's back. You ever see like I do have a umbrage. I got a bone to pick with Box because according to Payne, you've been copying his fucking stuff, man. You've been copying. He said that you copied his profile. 100%, Jimbo. 100%. It's like
his
copy
bio.
paste. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's some like fight right there. But 5 out of 5 times 5 out of 5. Okay. It's a good start. And then leads us to Brannick.
Okay, so I'm confused at our point systems. Are we going with the strongest, or are we just going willy-nilly? Like, I'm
I
confused.
vote Willy Chilly
It's not
Nilly.
my strongest. My strongest is high up there.
I'm
Okay.
going willy-nilly.
I'm doing
Yeah,
alphabetical order.
everybody's doing kind of willy-nilly, and so I'll just go with the one that I've most recently seen. I've seen it in theaters. Please, everyone in the audience, if you could please turn off your cell phones.
That was me. I'm sorry.
If you have
Hold
a
on.
question, please raise your hand.
Okay, we're good. There's an office joke. Somebody has a bird. There's a bird fluttering around.
So I recently saw this in the theaters. I loved it as I always love it, which
Wait,
is
you saw this in the theaters
yes,
recently?
yes,
Oh,
last weekend.
Fuck. Last week? Oh no.
Yeah. What do you think it is? I wonder what you think it is. It is The Nightmare Before Christmas,
Ooh,
Classic.
which is
so
a
much
classic.
fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's so great in the theater. And my synopsis is a skeleton king of Halloween Town has a midlife crisis and becomes Santa Claus.
I just
You're
saw that
saying
for
a
the first time
skeleton
this
king?
year.
Yeah, skeleton king. He is a king. He is the king of the pumpkin patch. Now, I was curious about what his reign over the town is, because there is a mayor. So I think it's more of like a title, like kind of like a talk piece, kind of like the royals. They don't really do much. Like the prime minister does most of the work, kind of a thing. So I think that's kind of his role. But basically, he has a midlife crisis. He's not happy with his life or where it's going, even though he has friends to support him, this title. Obviously, a lot of smarts and education, but he wants more out of life. And so what is that more out of life? To be Santa Claus. A lot of this, when we were going to talk about Christmas Evil, a lot of this comes into play.
Really?
It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
I feel.
So you went to see this. You went to see this in the theater, and you're like, I need to see this again.
Redford Theater in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. Rock
I absolutely
City.
tell everybody to go to Redford Theater. It's a great theater. It's
Right.
run by volunteers. Here's my plug right now. But anyway, it was really enjoyable to see everybody kind of singing along and mouthing along to the words of the songs.
Oh my god.
And I had a kid right in back of me who had never seen it before in his life. And that was a fun thing to experience as well.
A kid's name? Eminem.
That kid's name was Eminem, and he gave me his mother's spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Which you did eventually
very
go to, by the
thankful.
way. I'm very proud of that eventually.
I did go to it.
Did you go
I
to
wanted
it?
to go.
I wanted to know. How is it good?
It was actually really good. And
Is
there's
it?
the quantity
Go
is
ahead, Eminem.
pretty. Yeah, it was. And he was very hands-on with how the spaghetti was made and how it tasted. And it first tasted too good. So he said to the chef, it needs to taste not as good.
Like Chef Boyardee.
Like it needs to taste like mom's spaghetti. Not like not a restaurant spaghetti. So no, my balls were huge. I couldn't even fit them in my mouth. You had to count them up.
But they were
that's
perky.
what we all said, yes, and they were very perky.
They were perky balls.
Very perky balls. No, it was really good, and it was a very unique experience, a very Detroit experience, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway,
And you're talking about that instead of Nightmare Before Christmas now.
Yep, because it's a Detroit movie, Nightmare Before Christmas.
I thought I was the one that's supposed to go off on tangents.
It's a very Detroit movie. Anyway, I give this, of course, 5 out of 5. I love
5 out of 5. Well, shit.
Fun fact. I had no idea until just like the past couple weeks ago that Chris Sarandon was the voice of Jack Skellington. I thought that was really cool.
And not while singing. While singing,
no, Danny Elfman.
Yep.
I did know that. Know that.
Which is jarring as a child, because it's like, wait, he does not.
And I actually didn't see that movie until this year.
Oh goodness! No, I grew up with
during his podcast.
So.
Xander was seeing it during his podcast. Like, damn,
actually, no,
that's a good movie.
For the podcast that I put on hiatus, so I'll plug it later. We actually did an episode of The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Actually, Xander, I he and I was in the theater. I was live streaming it for him.
It was the kid behind him.
It was the
kid
kid
behind
It was
him.
behind you.
He
That
was
me.
the kid. Yes,
Yeah.
it was Xander. He gave me his mom's spaghetti. It was
Well,
great.
that's amazing. 5 out of 5. I had to follow that. Oh my god.
You have to follow
Right,
that.
I can do this. Well, good news and bad news, kiddies. Good news is I can follow this. Bad news is I misunderstood our assignment. I thought you guys wanted the top 5 horror shows of Christmas. And so my first one is The Nightmare Before XXXmas.
Oh,
That's a good
Jack
one too.
Skeleton and Joanna Angel, Small Hands
yeah.
and Joanna Angels doing the parody of it. I liked it because I don't think Danny Elfman does the voice.
But what's his
But
face?
Pretty sure
Hands?
Small Hands.
Are you sure though? Are you positive?
Voice near nor I didn't ask Danny Elfman.
He's got a magical voice.
it is.
He
magical.
does, but does he have a magical Wong or Wang, depending on how you say it. I don't know how you say it, but apparently it's very perky.
I've heard that
Sorry,
too.
Small
I've
Hands.
heard that myself.
I can
Yeah,
just
but
imagine
a
the scene
small
with
hand
Lock,
is
Shock,
more-
and Barrel.
A misnomer. So I like this one because not only is it very smart, because Joanna Angel and Burning Angel, they always do the smartest like remakes. But Small Hands sings, and I did not know Small Hands could sing. I know he could make like whiskey. and
Voice of
stuff
an
like that.
angel.
He
Voice of an
really
angel.
does. He's actually the Jack Skeleton, the Pumpkin King, the bit, and Joanna Angel is Sally in this one. I can't tell you how it ends, but boy, was that a sticky situation, as South Park says. I love it. I completely misunderstood the assignment here, apparently. But I'm sticking by it. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 Cthulhu's. If you haven't checked it, if you're of age, of reason, and consent, if you want to check out Joanna Angel and BurningAngel.com's release of The Nightmare Before Triple Xmas, yeah, check it out. Small Hands. He's my forever. I vote for him, and I so many times on
This
different
is
award
not
shows.
the combo box episode that we lost. We don't get
Oh
to.
no, that's just never coming out. Box. You and Payne. Oh my gosh, that was you and Payne. You and
Yeah.
Payne were watching porno.
Not together. Not together. Not in the same continent.
No judgment.
Not in the same room.
Same continent?
Not
You were
in
in the same
continent.
continent?
No, we were in different continents.
You
I
were-
think I think it was on another planet actually at that time. I was gone. I was,
Let's call it Uranus. Oh, dude, that was just out of nowhere. So,
Mhm.
okay, that gives us one round done. Boom. We
Yay.
go back to Xander. Xander, what's your number 2?
Actually,
It's like-
we were talking about Chris Sarandon, and I had to look it up because I have to be that guy. Actually, Susan Sarandon was his first wife.
Wow, why would he marry his cousin? Shit,
Did not
that's
know
weird.
that.
Yeah, but no, it was his first wife.
His
So
cousin
that's where
was his first
that's
wife?
where her Sarandon comes from. Is they were married from 67 to 79.
Oh, where's his Sharona come from? And what's your second movie? What's your second movie?
Yeah.
My second movie is, we've already mentioned it in this amazing roundtable.
Oh shit! Is it Triple X next?
No.
That would be fucking cool.
I think our lists are wildly different, Jim.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank God.
Is
Oh no.
Christmas Evil,
Mhm.
Nice.
this is when I once again came in my early getting into the lesser known phase. And I always found it humorous that this is one of John Waters' favorite Christmas films. He said if he ever had kids, he would make them watch this every year.
Oh God.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's not
It's
brutal.
heartbreaking.
It's actually a slow burn. It's a
It's
very
heartbreaking.
slow burn.
It is a heartbreaking movie.
It's
It is.
heartbreaking.
It
I've
is.
never
I
I
seen
mean,
don't want my children
What's
left.
the movie
Silent Night,
about?
Deadly Night
Let's
is
gather
heartbreaking
round,
because,
gather round. It's time
Yeah.
to watch the most heartbreaking
But
Christmas movie
to
ever.
be fair, it's John Waters, though. I mean, John Waters would do that.
Yeah, true.
He would. He would.
I love John Waters. But no, like, this is actually as brutal as the life Billy had in Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is worse. It has a gentleman named Harry who just wants to make. He works at a toy factory, and they make very simple like Santa the North Pole level toys, like static soldiers and stuff. But that's what he does. He's happy with it.
Airplanes.
Yeah. because he comes down, because once again, Santa Claus is ruined because when he's a kid, he goes downstairs and finds out that his dad, dressed as Santa Claus, is handsy with his mom. So he goes downstairs to see Santa Claus get handsy with his mom.
Yeah, he
It's
does
his
not
dad, but
realize that mommy is
Wait.
kissing Santa Claus and why mommy is
Handsy from the
kissing.
He
Howard
doesn't know
Stern
it's his
show?
dad.
That Handsy?
What's that?
Handsy from the Howard Stern show?
No, more like small hands.
Oh, small hands.
But
Okay.
basically, he's a little creepy because he spies on the neighborhood kids once he gets older and he works in a toy factory. He has a naughty and nice book that's like, oh, little Jimmy's been bad. I'll put him in the bad list.
Oh, wow.
But he means well. Like, this is not like...
See, I didn't think it was creepy. I felt... Okay, anyway.
I can see where it could be creepy. I can see where it could be creepy, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't want people spying on your children.
No,
right.
This is not Herbert from Family Guy creepy.
No.
But basically, everybody takes advantage of the poor guy and is like, hey, do my shift. And so he works on the shift, and because he had something coming on, another employee, because he's very treated horribly by his coworkers. And he realizes that he was taking over for a guy. He just wanted to go to a Christmas party just because he didn't want to work. Basically, hey, we'll get him to work because he'll work for us.
Right.
And something just snaps. So he decides that, everything that triggered from when he was a kid triggers him. He dresses up as Santa Claus. He glues the beard to his face. This is not the whole hang it off my ears. He glues it to his face. And he thinks he's Santa Claus. Like, not, oh, I'm dressed as Santa Claus. I am Santa Claus.
I have so many thoughts.
And it's like I said, it's a slow burn. Like, you don't get, like, the first kill until, I would say, the last
third
quarter of the movie.
Oh.
It goes, it's like I said, when I say this is a slow burn, like, you're talking...
It's more of a drama.
It is.
Turned horror.
And, so he goes, like, there's one point where he breaks into a guy's house and stabs him with he kills him with, a
star on top of the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he meets one of the coworkers outside midnight mass and kills him right there.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Okay, anyway, so why
is this
do
a
you
real
like
movie?
it so much?
Are you guys messing with me?
Because it's
Okay.
like, once again, I get into my slashers. And this is, I can appreciate a slow burn. Like, it's like the whole movie, it's not just, you see his gradual descent from this poor guy who gets taken advantage of to where he snaps and just has this altered state where he thinks he is Santa Claus. It's gradual.
Maybe
it's not
he is.
Yeah,
because the ending is nuts.
And the ending, I was just going to ask, thoughts on the ending.
I don't think we should spoil it, though. I think people should watch it, because it is
wild.
It is. It really is.
Does not make sense in the rest of the movie.
It makes all the sense.
It is one of the most bonkers fucking part of the whole movie. It's so serious, and then that part happens at the end. And the first time I saw it, I was like, the fuck did I just see here?
That's exactly what happened with me. I'm sitting there watching this. I'm in my barracks room, right? I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, is this the only beer how many beers have I drank? Because the ending is just so batshit insane, you're like, no.
It was nothing I would have imagined.
No,
and I was grateful for that.
I had to go on Google and just go to Reddit subreddits and like, okay, what is people's takes on this ending right now?
There's so many different takes.
There are.
So go to Haunted MTL on Reddit. We are going to set up a place where you can come and you can tell us what your hot take is on the ending.
We are on Reddit. I just kind of suck at it, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Also,
all right.
for Walking Dead fans, there's a connection to The Walking Dead. His brother, Harry's brother, Philip,
is married to Susan Sarandon.
No. But it's played by Jeffrey DeMine, who Walking Dead fans will know as...
Jeffrey Dahmer? Dude.
No, Jeffrey DeMunn. Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, it's Dahmer. You're pronouncing it wrong, bro.
No, anyways, Jeffrey DeMunn, he's the one that played Dale in the first 2 seasons of Walking Dead.
Oh,
Dale.
okay.
That's his brother. He plays his brother in the movie.
Okay.
I don't know.
So what would you give the movie?
I honestly, because this is not because once again, slow burns are an acquired taste.
Yeah.
So
What's your rating?
I'm giving Silent Night, Deadly Night a 4.
A 4?
No, I
Okay.
gave Silent Night, Deadly Night a 4.
Oh, you gave that. I thought this was the movie.
I would probably have to give this a 3.
A 3? So we're moving
Because once
slightly
again,
down.
slow burns are an acquired taste. Because if you don't like slow burns in your movies, you're not gonna like
Then
this
get
movie.
the
'Cause like
fuck
I said,
out.
Yeah, fuck you guys. No, because like the
Fucking rocks.
slasher part of this movie doesn't happen until like the last 25% of the movie.
Well, all right. Sounds like that's a movie. Now we've got T Squared
It's a movie.
House. T Squared
All
House.
right.
What's your second one?
My second one, gonna stay with the slasher theme that we have going right now. Mine is going to be the original Black Christmas, directed by
Ooh.
Bob Clark, not the
Yes.
2006 remake. Though,
Thank
I
fuck.
do-
I like that movie.
hold on, time out. I still like
Uh-oh.
that movie, but it's not my favorite.
Oh,
The newest one can just go fuck itself.
Oh, yeah,
Both of them.
fuck that movie.
You
I
can
hate it.
you
But the original,
you
The
can
OG.
read all of my thoughts on our website at Haunted MTL.
Her wrong thoughts, because 2006 is
There.
a good movie.
They're wrong thoughts.
there.
Box, we've already had a slight discussion. This will be on a future episode of
Yes.
something.
Yep.
Anyways, to continue. So, this one, actually, I did not know this until, again, this year. This Black Christmas is directed by Bob Clark, who directed one of my other favorite Christmas films, Christmas Story.
Porky's.
Yep, and Porky's.
Christmas
He's
in his
got
blood.
he's got such the interesting filmography of movies he's directed.
Those are my favorite directors, though.
They really
And,
are.
like, I've
He's-
done one of the greatest Christmas family movies, one of the greatest Christmas horror movies, and Porky's.
Yep. But anyways, so the for those of you who have not seen the original Black Christmas, it pretty much involves a sorority house of girls that are there for the holidays, getting ready to go. They get kind of trapped into a snowstorm, and they end up getting plagued with prank calls from the legend of the house Billy, I guess you could say, and carnage candy happens. But there's not a lot of gore. It's actually, you can compare it to kind of like the Christmas Halloween in a sense.
Okay.
It's very I agree with that, and I think because it focuses more on the women that are in the house than it does like with a lot of the other things. And it does kind of also have a lot of those slow moments where it creates such powerful tension. I love
Really
it. It's
does.
really
Cookie making box. Women in the house. They're
yeah.
making cookies, right?
I think they do
It's
at
a
one
baking
point.
show.
I think they do.
I think they do.
I knew it. I knew it was a fake.
I think they drink a couple
Yep.
times. I think they smoke
Mhm.
pot because it's the 70s.
It's the 70s and the rules of horror, you drinking,
Yeah.
smoking, and
Drinking, smoking,
And don't
making
save
love.
anything.
Like they're just living their best lives, and
pretty much.
until they're not living those best lives anymore.
Tell they're all done.
There's
So-
what I really love about the movie is it's the phone calls that you get and that you hear are so just, they're unnerving. Even to today, they're just unnerving. If you were to get the phone calls to this day just from your cell phone, back then, younger listeners, they used rotary phones, believe it or not. Yeah.
Rotary phone.
Rotary phones. But even then, with the phone calls that they get, that's just the weird noises and the baby sounds that he makes mixed with like the screaming and yes, that happens.
Wait, what happened? Where?
That baby noise you just did and that we
Oh, I
all
didn't-
heard happens
know.
during one of the phone calls, and it's just coupled with so many other sounds and screaming.
And it's not Baby Yoda. It's not.
It's Baby Yoda.
It's not
That's
Baby
the
Yoda.
spoiler.
My cookies. No.
And then there's a shot too where you see an eye peeping through, and it's one of it. They use it a lot on the cover arts, but
Mhm.
when you see that, it's chilling. It's very chilling. And what's
I like-
really great is it's one of the very few horror films that, if I remember right, I don't think the killer is ever revealed.
Nope.
Nope.
Never revealed.
Nope. And you don't know much about them.
I can get behind that. I'd like to see it.
That is where the 2006 remake takes besides a huge shift. You just know who Billy is from get go. Here he is. Here's his effed up life. Enjoy all the
Skin
carnage.
cookies.
It's basically like Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Halloweeny.
Anyway, so what would you give it then?
I would give Black Christmas about a 3.5.
Wow.
3.5. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
It's not bad. 3.5. Okay. I can dig that.
What I also learned, I didn't learn until about a few years ago that there was a line in the movie that I thought came from When a Stranger Calls, where the cop's like, the calls are coming from inside the house. I thought that was from When a Stranger Calls because that makes the most sense. It was actually Black Christmas where that line comes from.
No. I always thought it came from Night Before Triple Xmas.
Yeah, no, that's
I think
that's
you're right.
that's something else.
Small Hands, you're gonna actually owe me an award one day. You just get send me one of them.
This whole podcast is sponsored by. No, I'm just kidding.
Might as well be.
Adam and Eve?
I guess I can't follow that because we all know who has to. All right, Jimbo. So my new movie is my first big movie. Get this. You heard of Santa Claus? Yeah. Santa Jaws. All right. It's like a shark. It's Santa Claus. And it kills like a family. This kid's like, I don't want my mom and dad. And his Jaws like, I got blah. And it kills them all. And it's got something like Grandma's Cookies, or I don't know. What was it? Grandma's Cookies. Thanks, McMiggy. And I heard Tara Reid's in it. You have to actually see it. Tara Reid is the Santa Jaws. Blew my mind when I found out.
I would watch
is the Santa Jaws.
I would watch that.
Blew my mind, Jimbo. I'm giving.
I would watch that.
But is Susan Sarandon in it as well? Does she do the voice of the shark?
Well, thanks a lot for cutting me off. As you know, that's in my notes box.
Oh,
human.
I do know that's in your notes.
Susan Sarandon does the voice, and Danny Elfman does the singing.
Yes, of Santa.
But Small Hands does the dancing. It's really weird. We don't know how I figured it out, but that's what it is. And I gave it. What'd you give it, Box?
I gave it.
Who cares? That's what you gave it, Box. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5. If it was the end, Jimbo, you're up. Thanks, Payne. I'm glad it's a holiday. It only comes once a year. Here we go. So, Boxy.
Yes.
What's up? What's your one?
Hello. What's up? Hey.
What's yours? And
So
try not to rip
good.
off Payne this time for crying out loud.
I'll try not to, but it's hard because he does leave his notes everywhere, so I just kind of pick it up.
His notes, his bodily fluids, whatever. His Megadeth beer.
Ugh. All right. So I'm gonna switch it around a little bit, and I'm going to go with one of my lowest ones.
Oh.
Just because it's a newer one, and I have to start putting it into my mix of Christmas. And it's a good palate cleanser because all these are very like dour, they're like very cold and bitter and sad. This one's fun. Pretty much. So I'm going to go with Santa Jaws.
Oh, wow. Santa Jaws. This one's fun.
Santa Jaws. Santa Jaws. Yes.
I think you just killed T squared, man. He's
Thank
no.
you. You can all ghost me now. You can
He's
all ghost
rethinking
me.
that podcast thing right now, Box. He's like,
Santa Jaws. So the premise
to a
of
list.
it's so good. It's so good, guys. It's real fun. It's real fun. They have to. There's like a candy cane that they try to kill it with and stuff, like a giant one. It's great. It's really good. So Santa Jaws is basically a kid wishes that his family would just go away, and his wish gets fulfilled by a Christmas shark who eats them. So
this one does.
It's so good. It's just, you can tell the actors are actually pretty good. They have a lot of fun with it. You can tell it's not on the Sharkenstein or whatever that one is. It's not on that bad realm. It is on the realm of, oh, it's so bad it's good realm.
There's a Sharkenstein.
Yeah, and it's so bad.
There's so many shark movies. I'm not surprised.
Ghost Shark is one of my favorites.
And I love them. And I love
Bill
them.
Cosby? Ghost
Go-
shark? No one
No,
saw
but
that.
there's a
recently.
scene where the ghost shark comes out of a slip and slide and eats a fat kid.
Well, we all have our goals.
And I watch a lot of these shark. Like I watched Shark Side of the Moon. I watch a lot of these. I like sharks.
But not Sharknado for some reason.
I
still haven't
did
figured
watch
that out.
Sharknado. I don't.
But you
like
don't
it.
like it though.
I don't
Yeah,
like
I
it.
don't know.
You're
how.
fired.
I don't like it. I'm
no.
not fired. You're not my boss.
I
and you're
like-
not my
that's-
mother.
That is one that Box
I'm
and
not-
you and I can agree on. I am not a
I like
Sharknado
Sharknado.
fan.
I like.
Wow,
don't
you
like
guys are horrible.
I'm
So-
not a sci-fi movie fan in general. Those can.
So
acquired
Although
taste.
Sci-Fi Channel, we
there's-
love you.
There's a specific, because I love camp. There's a specific thing of camp that you have to have, and part of it is the heart that goes into it. At some point you have to put in so much heart to where it's like, no, I really believe in this. I never felt that with Sharknado. I never felt it was the whole time. It's
But
like
wait,
very tongue-in-cheek.
Santa Jaws could
Yes.
happen.
Yes.
Like, oh, of course, Santa Jaws could happen.
No. I mean, what I mean is that the directors and the actors are putting in like, we believe in Santa Jaws the project. We
dude,
believe in this project. And it
Sharknado
shows.
made me understand that Tara Reid could read.
Tara
Okay.
Reid.
Tara
Tara
Reid
What's
reads.
her name?
Tara
Reid.
Reid's is a great
That
podcast.
podcast is slamming, dude.
That
I love
podcast
that.
is slamming. I
Move over
love what
Jordan.
Tara Reid.
That's like the
So
Reid
anyway,
arrangement there.
So it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to watch while you're like baking your Christmas grandma's cookies, and and it's you're decorating the tree and whatnot. It's a fun thing to put on in the background. It's a fun thing to have when your friends are over. It's not a serious movie, obviously, but it is a really good, like, Christmassy, like, triumphant movie.
All right,
I would give it a 3.
a 3.
Yeah.
3.
Wow, that is
A
not that was
3.
all that build up for a
Wow.
3. Holy crow!
Well, I mean, I'm giving everything else like 5s. So
All
again,
right. Wow, 3.5 again. Jesus, you guys are like, Box, you got to stop copying and pain because like even the scores are the same. It's starting to look bad for you, man.
I don't think it looks bad for me. I think it looks bad really for our
Who
listeners.
cares?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
Who
know.
cares? Okay, so now that I know it's not a horror or Christmas.
Horror Christmas.
Man, you guys
Horror
need to enunciate in these meetings more, okay? You need to
Horror.
enunciate.
Horror.
I told you this a million times. I'm
Horror.
on multiple podcasts. I didn't know which podcast this was until like apparently everyone from horror showed up. So I had to do a quick little and my next one is it's a sequel. I know, Box, you hate sequels,
I hate sequels.
but it's a sequel, and it is Pussy Chunks 2: The Seattle Connection. I believe that is
this
the
gonna
Korean
be-
title.
Yeah, that's gonna be in Korea.
Yeah,
I
it's the
think
Korean
Evie
title.
is over there. Still.
I think Evie is over there, but Evie went to North Korea. It was kind of
Oh,
weird how that
sorry.
happened. I
Yeah.
know. I bought it on Travelocity. I don't know. And Korea. Like that was like and Korea. Like the A was missing. But Pussy Chunks 2: The Seattle Connection. It is a story. Why you guys all laughing, man? That's so weird. This is a serious horror movie.
I'm sorry, you're right. It's Christmas. So how is it Christmassy?
It is Christmassy because it takes place in Christmas time. Come on.
Oh,
during
Is
the
that what's
holiday
in like the presents? Is the chunks?
The chunks are in the presents. The chunks.
I think that's the tagline. That's the tagline.
The chunks,
Chunks
are
are
in
in
the
the
house.
presents.
Chunks are, it actually comes from that. Most people think it's a different movie. That comes from this one, actually. And it is a story about like two young lovers. And things, they meet together and then they hit it up. But then time and Santa Jaws and all sorts of weirdness, madness, bro. Different monsters come in and it happens. And then there's even a thing for... That's right. Grandma McGee, Grandma's Cookies come in. And they are torn apart, kind of like Titanic, but no one dies until people start dying and everyone starts dying.
And then people start dying. I see.
Right. So they kind of like when people start dying, that's when the two young lovers separate. They get separated because like it's a horror movie, right? So people get separated. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You have to
please
watch
don't.
Pussy Chunks.
Because
Oh,
it's
by the way,
probably
if you
still
haven't seen
streaming.
Pussy Chunks, Well, if you didn't see the first one, you can still watch Pussy Chunks 2, The Seattle Connection. And it's basically what happens. Okay, in a nutshell, without spoiling anything,
Good,
it's
please don't.
it's a very sweet moment. It's a very sweet moment. It's when the heroine reaches out to the protagonist, other heroine, whatever you want to do, and all of a sudden stops talking to them. It's weird. It happens, and the protagonist is like, well, either and does like a Spock moment. This is almost, I think, from Star Trek. They either are unable to respond or unwilling to, and that's well, I'll leave it right there. So that's Pussy Chunks Part 2, The Seattle Connection. It's I won't spoil the ending. I think the ending's pretty good. It's not cuckoo bananas bonkers as someone will say. I think it's worth the price of admission. You might have to watch the subtitles. Maybe you would have to get back into a time and wine machine. Who knows? But it's worth it. I'm giving this, okay, before the ending, -4 stars because it was nice, it was great, but I didn't like I didn't like when the two people split apart. But with the ending, 5 out of 5 Cthulhu's. 5 out of 5 Cthulhu's easily. Pussy Chunks 2, that's my pick for my Christmas movie Part 2. And that brings us back to Xander.
Yes.
Xander, what's your Christmas movie?
Can you top it, Xander?
Yeah.
Pussy Chunks
Part 2.
2.
The Seattle Connection.
The
Actually,
Seattle
my
Connection.
movie does have a scene in a strip club
Oh, good.
where it ended up in a real life marriage.
No, there you go. That's pretty damn close now.
What was there?
Maybe
Yeah.
it's a remake.
That's pretty interesting.
Is it the American remake of Pussy Chunks 2?
No, but they are doing an American remake of Train to Busan, and I have nothing to do with it.
Oh yeah, no.
It's going to be called Train to Los Angeles or New York or something like that.
Oh wow.
I think it
But-
should still be Train to Busan and just don't say why.
Yeah, it's Train to Busan. The only difference is it's just a train full of white people going through Korea.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
That's all that it is.
But
These
no,
are the-
They
so
still speak Korean.
yeah,
Everything's
But,
the same.
but it's just white people being
It's
dubbed
just-
over in Korean voices.
Exactly.
So you
No,
So it looks
they
like
have
a
to
bad
learn
martial arts
Korea.
movie.
They have to learn Korean too. That's
They have to learn
that's
Korea? They have to
Yes.
learn the entire
Rules.
nation?
Yeah, the entire.
Train to
nation.
Busan is an amazing movie, though.
Oh, it's a
Okay, so going
okay.
on.
What's
Back to
your
my
ahead.
third movie. So my all 4 movies are actually like, top 1 to 4. I try to do different genres and subgenres within horror. This is the so bad it's good, goofy horror slasher movie.
Okay.
This is a movie where Bill Goldberg, the famed pro wrestler, plays Santa Claus.
Oh, no.
He knows what movie I'm talking about. And I love this movie unabashedly. It's called Santa Slay, S-L-A-Y.
Mm,
Are you making shit up?
No,
no,
this is
No.
100% true.
no.
Everything I say about this movie is
real.
true.
This is real.
Oh my god. Okay.
Basically, what the story is Goldberg was Santa Claus was the son of Satan, and 1,000 years
Okay.
ago, he lost a curling match to an angel who was played by Robert Culp. So, because he lost the curling match, he has to play Santa Claus and deliver presents to kids for 1,000 years. Well, the
wow.
1,000 years are up, and the angel has a grandson. So it's up to the grandson and his lady friend, girlfriend.
What's the
I
grandson's
imagine
name? Is
Huh?
it
Yes.
the grandson, Baby Yoda?
Yes,
Fuck yeah, I want to see this one.
but no. So they have to end up helping. They have to help, keep Santa Claus from killing people. And
Don't we all?
and it's funny because the opening scene is where all the cameos come in because you have Fran Drescher, Chris Kattan, James Caan, Rebecca Gayheart. They all die in the first 2 minutes. Like most of the cameos are in the first 2 minutes and they're all dead because Santa Claus kills them.
Including
Nice.
Sanders. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Never mind. Go on.
Chris Sanderson? Susan
So the
Saran
whole
Wrap?
movie is that we have to stop Santa Claus. And Saul Rubinex in a movie, like, this cast is stacked. Even though most of them are only in it for one scene, there's a good, decent cast of you.
And it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
What's
And the
this movie
scene
called
I'm
again?
talking about, we mentioned. There's a scene where Santa goes into a strip club and kills everybody. And one of the strippers gets up and she puts her lower no-no bits in Santa's face. That lady, who had a small part, I think she was like stripper number 3,
But are they perky?
I know, not her upper no bits. It
I
was
know.
her
I'm
lower
talking
no-no
about
bits.
lower no bits.
I didn't see it. This is a rated R. This is not one of Jim's movies.
Oh, I didn't direct that movie.
No,
was
but
not
that
dumb.
stripper that had her lower no-nos in Goldberg Santa's face.
Oh, wait.
Ended up marrying Goldberg in real life, and they're married to this day.
I have to ask. Though. I have to ask.
That's
Can
how
we refer
Mommy and
to-
Daddy met. Mommy put her no-no bits in Daddy's face, and
Is
they
she
got
wearing
married.
clothes?
We refer to
or
them as chunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I call it the no-no square.
But is it fully nude or is it clothed?
I think they might have been topless. It wasn't fully nude.
Okay, so it's a 21 and over bar. That's kind of
Yeah,
like
'cause it was
my
a- it
weird
was a
way of
strip
saying,
club.
do they serve
It was a
alcohol or
straight-up
not?
strip club. But
Yeah.
it ends up to where Goldberg, Santa Claus, and Robert Culp the Angel have to have a rematch, curling
Oh,
match.
I thought you were going to say threesome.
No,
And I
no.
was gonna
Once again,
say
this
it
is not one of
is.
Jim's movies.
No, there's only Sally and,
But no,
Smallhands.
and this is the thing.
Yeah.
This movie is not, even for horror fans, it's not for everybody because it's this movie's not good, but it is so funny and so enjoyable just to watch Goldberg, who's Jewish in real life, even funnier.
Wait,
Because there's a
I
scene
did not
where,
know that.
yeah, he's really Jewish.
Goldberg.
Because there's even a scene where like Saul Rubinek plays the main character's boss. He works in a Jewish deli, and there's an old lady who cusses too, and it's great. But Goldberg spears the guy through the deli counter, and then skewers him in the neck with a menorah. Yes,
Which we need more of. We need more movies.
Jewish
with
horror movies.
menorahs. Yes, we do need more Jewish horror movies. More
Oh,
Oh, great.
Kwanzaa
Good
I have
horror
one
movies.
coming up for you guys.
We
But
need
yeah,
more.
I want to see Hanukkah horror movies. I want to see Kwanzaa horror movies. I want to see
Yes.
Festivus.
Yes.
Can I get some Festivus horror movies?
I
Some
just
Festivus
want
for the
it.
rest of us.
Eat it all.
Yes,
Yeah.
if it's a holiday horror movie. I mean,
Yep.
but no. And here's the thing. Once again, it's not good.
No.
But it's enjoyable. It's funny. The kills are actually pretty good.
Isn't there a part in the movie where like Goldberg goes like sleeveless too? Like
Yeah.
we get sleeveless Santa Claus.
So it's like Santa, like swole Santa, just like and he crashes a car while he's on the sleigh, riding in a sleigh that has buffalo instead of reindeer.
That's
He
right.
quotes Ludacris because he knocks the car over and goes, "Move, bitch! Get out the way!"
That's right.
And it also involves the main character's like girlfriend, whoever, his dad and brother are all part of the like gun boys and their camo and guns. And one of them sounds like Jimbo from South Park because he's got the neck thing because he smoked. Bust out a fucking rocket launcher.
Nice.
Like, this movie is ridiculous. It's bonkers. And that's why I like it so much.
I
As a
dig it.
movie, it's not good. But just for the sheer what the fuck.
Is
So
it
what
practical?
would you rate it?
Yeah. Well,
If I'm going
Oh.
subjectively as like rating it as a movie, not how much I enjoy it, a 2.
okay. But how
Well,
much you
But
enjoy it?
as
Yeah.
as a fun factor,
Well, that's
this is a
part
4.5.
of it. I
Four
mean,
and a half.
like,
That's perfect. There you go.
yeah.
Because if it's looking at like I gave it a lower score like quality wise because once again this is a lower budget horror movie that
Let's split the difference and say 3 or 3.5.
3.5 because
Three.
I actually enjoyed
Yeah.
this better than Christmas Evil.
Oh, really?
Really?
Because they're too like it's wildly different.
They are.
There's,
Is it,
Like
is it better than
Just
Prince Chunks
like-
2, though?
the
That's
whole
not
movie, you're like, what the fuck? Oh my
Yeah.
god! Did he just stab a man with a menorah? Did he just get no bits in his face?
no,
Are they curling?
this
Hmm.
is, and I'm pretty sure I remember, this is not Charles Band, right? This is not a
No. This
full
is
moon.
actually. I hate to bring this
Okay.
dude up because of all the bad stuff he did, but the
Okay.
guy that directed it. Well, no, not the guy that directed it, but he was he worked in a lot of movies with Bryan Singer,
Okay.
so we
The
know
guy
he,
sells rings.
this guy's. He
Okay.
was not, as far as I know, was not involved in his proclivities, but he
Allegedly.
had basically,
Got it.
allegedly, but
Yeah, I think
basically Bryan Singer, he worked with Bryan Singer behind the scenes and was able to like get a directing job because he knew Bryan Singer.
Okay, I just wanted to ask because I know of like the ginger dead thing,
Oh,
like,
I love Ginger Dead Man.
Ginger Dead Man. Coming soon.
I've
All right.
okay, so TT.
We're going to the next one. Next one is what?
TT
all
is.
right.
What's up?
So my next one is actually going to be one that I just recently did a review for the
Hey.
site. Shameless plug, guys. Read it if you haven't
Yeah.
if you haven't done it yet. Krampus, directed by Michael Daughtry. It is hands down one of my second favorite horror films of all time for the holidays and just of all time.
Nice.
It follows a young boy named Max who has a simple Christmas wish to essentially celebrate Christmas like he used to with his family, as they've been recently having a lot of problems, fighting. He just doesn't feel the Christmas spirit, and he wants Santa to bring that back. Chaos ensues in the house when some family comes to visit for the holidays. After he gets in a fight with some cousins, he runs upstairs and shreds up his letter to Santa and throws it out the window. And it's all gone. Loses his Christmas spirit, breaks your heart. You're like, no, why? But without that, we don't get any movie. And with the torn bits, it brings my favorite holiday demon, Krampus.
Wait.
And from there,
Torn bits, they're not torn. They just like made that way. Like as Xander was saying, they're the no bits. You call them torn bits?
not
That's
those
just
bits.
weird, dude. That's
Just
weird.
paper bits. Paper
Are they
bits.
perky?
The
Are
they
no-no
perky?
square. I call it the
Are they
no-no
perky?
square.
I call it the yes square,
say
as long
no.
as you have
Yeah.
consent.
No, because every time I
Yeah.
look at a lady, they're like, no,
You know what? They'd have to
no.
be perky in order to fly off in the wind to get taken to Krampus.
That's
They'd
very
have to be
true.
They went
perky,
to
right?
Korea?
Perky, right?
And
You flew
I
up
like
to
how
Korea?
you call Krampus Krampus,
Krampus.
like
Krampus?
with your
No, schnickel.
with your tea and your Krampus.
Mhm.
I love it. I
A
love
little
it.
bit.
Mm.
You're
All right,
tearing
so
off
go on.
the pinky
I've
up.
actually never seen this movie, so
What?
Chill.
explain it. I know. Explain it to me.
So,
Different.
But don't
are
explain too much because I'm going to read your thing.
okay. So, are you a fan of creature features for one?
I am.
Okay, so really anybody who's a fan of creature features, I highly recommend. The creature designs for this are outstanding. There's one design flaw, and it's with Gingerbread Man. It's a CGI thing. They're funny, they're cute, but they don't look good, and they just kind of feel out of place. But the toys that Krampus uses is all animatronics. The design for him himself, he's just a very brooding character. He's huge. His horns just curl above his head. One of my favorite features of him is you never actually see his face because it's covered with a mask of I personally like to think it's a mask of Santa Claus's face, and I actually like to think it's a skin mask. Fun little thing for the viewers. I've always had this theory that it's Santa Claus's face that he's wearing. I did a little tweet saying, I'm very curious. At Michael Daughtry, is this a possibility? Maybe. And he actually did like and retweet it at one point.
Hey!
They said,
I was
hell
like,
no. Maybe.
But it's a lot of fun. Have you seen Trick or Treat?
Yes.
Halloween
I
2?
love Trick or Treat.
Which
So
one?
if you
Or the 3?
like Trick or Treat, it's not an anthology movie, of course, but that humor that Michael Daughtry brings to Trick or Treat, it's very much here.
Beautiful.
David Koechner is in it. If you guys are familiar with him from the Anchorman movies, he's the one who wears the cowboy hat.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes.
He's in it. Adam Scott is in it from Parks and Recreation, and
Oh wow, that's a pretty stellar cast.
it's got Toni Collette.
Oh.
Like, I mean, if you
So
if you
does
guys
my
don't
movie.
like Toni
Oh, you
Collette,
said- Oh,
I
sorry.
mean-
Something else.
Oscar
She's
for
amazing.
Hereditary. Oscar for
Yeah.
Hereditary. Sorry, I had to call.
snibbed.
Oscar
Okay.
for Hereditary.
But no, it's a lot of fun, and it's really one of those movies. I recommend it for the whole family. It's got a good bit of horror mixed in with a good bit of humor, and it's got an ending on it that you do not see coming.
Nice.
Neither did they. Oh,
That is very cool. Now, what would you give this Cthulhu-wise?
Yes.
Easily, it is a 4 out of 5 Cthulhu.
4 out of 5. Holy crow.
4 out of 5. But that is not my highest rated one of the night,
okay.
y'all.
Whoa.
Box,
It's not the
you're-
highest rated one.
Whoa. Okay.
All right. So, Jumbo, my movie is Scrooged. Yeah. Bill Murray, I love it. It still holds up.
It does hold up. I agree, Payne. You're right.
I'm gonna have to say, like, the practical effects are scary. If you
Mhm.
haven't seen this one, I don't know. You must be like titties or something like that, but not perky ones.
No, like
Only
really
perky
saggy.
titties see this movie.
Saggy
Right.
ones.
Yeah. And Bill Murray, 100%. But the funny thing is, Bill Murray's in it, and Bobcat Goldthwait, he's in it. But Sam Kinison is not in it. And Sam Kinison was supposed to have that Buster Poindexter little thing, but Buster Poindexter's like, hey, I'm Bill Murray's friend. Bill Murray's like, you are. And then I said, who cares? And I got voted, but that's why, Sam Kinison, rest his soul. He's not in the movie. So that all said, 5 out of 5.
And that was the very first time that we've heard
it
that.
is like a classic. We are something from my family. We watch it all the time.
Yep.
And
Box,
it's still scary for me.
I'm going to watch it just because you recommended it.
Thank you.
Gave it the first
That's right.
5 out of 5.
Just because I recommended it,
Right,
everyone
right.
should watch it.
Right. Because he did.
All right, Box, you go next.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye, Payne.
So you got to bring the heat, then, Box, because I ain't falling 4 out of 5.
Okay. I am going to bring it. Actually,
Bring
it was
it.
something that you had said, Jim, that reminded me of how much I enjoyed this film.
Pussy Chunks, too.
No.
Perky.
Joanna Angels.
Joanna
no.
Angels?
Susan Sarandon rap. Anyway, no, I'm talking about Scrooged. Which is...
Oh, son of a gun. That was one of my movies for realsies.
Oh, was
I love
it really?
that movie.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
No.
Take it back? Okay.
No. It'd be really weird if all three of us did Scrooge because Payne already did it and now you're doing it. So I don't want to do it three in a row.
Scrooge is amazing. So it's an 80s retelling of The Christmas Carol with the best and most terrifying special effects that to this day are terrifying.
They hold up.
They hold up so well, especially when he's outside the window and he's holding on for dear life and skeleton arm.
A lot of puppet work.
A lot of puppet work, a lot of just amazing acting from Bill Murray. He is at his peak. He's at his funniest here. He's at his most egotistical, and it's just wonderful because he plays his character so well. Carol Kane is a goddess in this movie. She's so funny. Bobcat Goldthwait, I can never say his name. He is in this. He is funny. He's always great. And Karen Allen is amazing. And Buster Poindexter, which I did not know for the longest time, was in this movie.
Is that Santa Claus? You didn't know he was in the movie?
I did not. Well, no, because again, as a kid, I couldn't differentiate. Oh, this is a guy who sings. And
okay. But seriously, did you not just listen to Payne's review of this? Payne said Buster Poindexter was not supposed to be in the movie. It was supposed to be Sam Kinison, but Buster Poindexter stole the part from the dearly departed Sam Kinison. Were you not paying attention or what? Payne
Sam
just said
Kinison
that.
would have been awesome, by the way.
I did not find that piece of his notes.
All right. He just bloody said it. All right, whatever. Sometimes I know Box is playing a PlayStation 5 or something.
I probably am. Not that I know, but I probably am. This is a classic in my family. We always watched it every year. It always scared the shit out of me as a kid, but wonderfully so. And to this day, it kind of scares the shit out of me. Especially, you see, especially in the future.
The future one.
Yeah, it's haunting. It's very, very haunting. So I'm like giving this out like candy, but I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I love it. It's funny. It's scary.
Dude,
it's that good.
Are you serious? You just stole Payne's thing 100%.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I got a confession. Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh my god,
it's a good one.
I've
It's
never
a good
seen
one.
it, and I've heard so many good things.
It's
It
like
really
peak
is.
Bill Murray.
Okay, you know
And
what?
I love Bill Murray.
We're gonna do a swap. I'm gonna watch Krampus. You're
Krampus.
gonna watch.
Krampus.
You're gonna
Pinky
watch
out.
Scrooged. We're just pinking this out, and
Yeah.
we're gonna
Oh,
do
is that
it. We're gonna do it.
All right, okay.
The new
I will
podcast coming
watch it. I will watch it before or on Christmas.
Same.
There you go.
Same.
All right,
Okay.
deal.
All right, then. So you gave it 5 out of 5. Just
5 out of 5.
Payne.
So let
So
me
I
let me
guess.
hear for the very first time Payne's review.
What do you mean, Payne's review? Payne already went. You went after Payne. It's my
Did I?
turn next.
What is in my tea?
I don't know, man.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. But
All right.
I'll have to do a movie.
Scrooge, never heard of it.
This is
All
when
right,
Box
yours.
realizes how I'm editing the show.
By not?
Oh, no. This one's 100% going to be edited in
Oh,
one
okay.
very particular way. I think I did this
Okay.
to you before.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so my show, it really wasn't me Scrooge, but I didn't want to do like 3 Scrooges in a row. So I will do something, as Xander wanted, more Jewish horror for, again, Joanna Angel comes to mind. No, more Jewish horror for our holiday special, Kiss Save Santa.
Yeah.
That's my movie. Kiss, which I believe they're all Jewish.
Wait, this is a thing?
Save Santa. Yes.
I'm a massive Kiss fan. I didn't know this thing existed.
Oh man, you should. Okay, so it came out. I can't remember. It's only like an hour and 32 minutes long, and this is a tagline: Mrs. Claus calls on Kiss to save Christmas and find out what happened to Santa.
This sounds amazing.
Someone stole Santa. That does not rock. I think about like 99 or something like that.
Is Scooby
not
Doo
rock.
That was my favorite band in high school.
No,
is Scooby Doo
Scooby-Doo
involved?
Scooby-Doo is not involved, but it's an
Okay.
amazing movie. It is a cartoon.
Boo.
It is a cartoon, and all the animation is made out of Kiss's blood and 8-year-old boys. But I think the 8-year-olds are actually drawing it, so it's not like their blood, just their sweat and tears and a bit of a soul.
Gotcha.
The voice work, also 8-year-old boys. But I believe Gene Simmons actually called one a derogatory term we can't use, allegedly.
Ooh.
But did you know he was married to none other than
The 8-year-old?
no, I didn't say Woody
Susan-
Allen.
Susan
Sarandon.
No, not Susan Sarandon. Sharon Tate, not Sharon Tate. Who's she married to? He was married to
Joanna
the.
Gaines.
Shannon Tweed.
Thank
Shannon
you,
Tweed.
Shannon Tweed, like the one like this from the Skinamax fame, Shannon Tweed. My God, Family Jewels. That's a great TV show.
I used to have the
Christmas
first
Santa has
season.
everything you ever needed in a Christmas movie. It's got Kiss. It's got Santa. It's got Saving. It's got Eric Singer in it. Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Tom Taylor.
I never knew I needed Kiss in my Christmas movies.
You absolutely. That's what they
You're
hang
wrong.
That needs to
and
change
that's a good
apparently
thing.
now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need them now
This is the
In your
best
life.
in
horror
my
movie.
life for Christmas
Yeah.
every year.
Christmas and or Hanukkah. I mean, it's like Santa. But they're,
That's
they're
true.
Jewish people saving Santa, and they're like demons. It's like and they come out and they kill the bad guys hardcore. It is the best Christmas movie I've probably seen ever. That's why I'm giving this one a 5 out of 5 Cthulhu's. That's my
Amazing.
number 3. All right.
Amazing.
And now
I
we
need
got our
this
final
because
products. Our final
I love
products.
Detroit
coming
Rock
up.
City. Like I've watched that movie so many times.
Well, you need to check this one out, then, man. It's
Yeah, like-
Save Santa.
Like
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
legitimately, like that was my favorite band up until right around the time I joined the army. Like I had
2000.
at least half their discography on CD at one point.
They're a pretty damn good show.
I
If
want
you-
to see
if
them,
you
but
see 'em live.
they're saying they're retiring.
Oh, they
But
did
I
that.
think they're going to retire
They
about
always
as much
do
as
that.
the Rolling.
How
They've
many
been
times
trying
have
to
they
retire
said that though?
Yeah.
Paul
I-
Simon says that, and every time he comes around, I still go, and I'm like ready to go, and he's still playing. I'm like, go
I
home,
always
you're
tell
only
him,
young.
Gene Simmons loves money too much to retire.
Everyone
They
loves
put
Mike.
Kiss has put on more farewell tours than Black Sabbath.
Ooh.
They're gonna retire like the Rolling Stones.
Well, I think
River
part of
Dead?
it too is like when you do something so much for so long and then you just stop, it kills you. Like you need to go back to it. You know
what I think it is? I think if you do something for so long, for so well and to stop, it kills you.
Yeah, you're so wise, Payne, today. You're like really on it.
I think so. I think Payne, why don't you get a beer? Megadeth beer? Yeah, a Megadeth beer. You know what I love? Megadeth beer. If you have any beer, no, not that swill. I wouldn't have anyone. This is a queen's beer. The king, whatever. If the queen was drinking this, she'd still be alive. Megadeth beer is the only beer for me.
A symphony of consumption.
All right, so
okay,
that's your movie, Symphony of Consumption?
No.
Oh.
Actually, it's not a movie. My fourth one is not a movie.
Oh, yes. It's a porn. We know. Okay.
Yes. This would be one weird porn, by the way. No, but like I said, I try to do a little bit of all the different genres and subgenres. And I'm a huge fan. I'm a big fan of anthologies. Like,
Same.
we talked about Trick or Treat, VHS, Tales from the Hood, like any kind of anthology I'm a big fan of, especially TV shows.
Chunk 3.
Asylum.
Yes.
Asylum.
That's what called
Chunk 3.
I had
The
to do
Asylum?
probably what, especially around horror fans, is considered one of the best anthology TV shows ever. Tales from
Freddy's Nightmares.
Oh,
no,
Tales from the
Tales
Dark
from the
Side.
Crypt.
Oh.
Grew up watching it.
Yes. Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the
And
Crypt. Which one?
I don't need to go into the backstory of Tales from the Crypt. We know it's an anthology and everything. We love the Grip Keeper.
Yep.
It's actually the second ever episode.
Did you say the Grip Keeper?
I said the Crypt
I
Keeper.
think that's
The
in my
Grip
movie.
Keeper is the porno.
That was in the Small Hands one, the Grip Keeper.
Yeah, that's the porno. No, but it's actually it came out the same day. It was during the premiere day. It's the second ever episode of Tales from the Crypt. And it's called All Through the House. And one thing Tales from the Crypt was known for, famous directors, famous writers, A-list actors were doing this like in the late 80s, early 90s, which was kind of unheard of back then. So this was actually directed by Robert Zemeckis. We know who Robert Zemeckis is. It was written by Fred Decker, who directed one of my all-time favorite movies, RoboCop.
Yeah.
It has Mary Ellen Trainor, who at the time was married to Robert Zemeckis. She was the psychologist in the Lethal Weapon movie. She was the main character's sister in Romancing the Stone. Larry Drake plays the bad guy. We know who Larry Drake is, by the way. Anybody that hasn't seen... He was the bad guy in Darkman. I forget his name. He was the main bad guy in Darkman. He was the mentally challenged janitor in L.A. Law. He was the main character in that Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Like, if you've seen enough stuff, you know who Larry Drake is when you see him.
I have not seen.
Okay, so what is it about? What is it
Okay.
about? So we know all the people.
Okay.
Susan Sarandon, I get it.
Yes.
Sarandon's
Joanna Angel. We
Penny
know.
Elfman.
You should jump to the left.
Joanna Angel. No, but the reason I picked this for Christmas is because this does take place during Christmas. Because what happens is Mary Ellen Trainor's character Elizabeth is she steps out on her husband and she murders him, and so because he's rich, as insurance, so she's going to murder him, and she needs to get rid of the body because she murders him at home while the kid's still there. Her young child is still there, her young daughter. But at the same time, Larry Drake's character is an escaped mental patient who dresses like Santa Claus. He's dressed like Santa Claus, and he starts stalking her around, terrorizing her house because she's trying to get rid of her husband's body because she's murdered him for the insurance money. She's trying to hide the body so the daughter doesn't hear it, but at the same time, she's being stalked by this homicidal mental patient that's escaped. Who's dressed like Santa Claus because this takes place during Christmas time, snow, festives, all that stuff.
Very perky.
Yes. And it's a very cat and mouse episode. Like they were usually, 30 to 45 minute TV shows. This was like an anthology. Each story was one episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was on HBO, so they were able to get away with a lot more stuff they couldn't back then because this was on pay television.
Oh yeah.
But the whole episode is kind of terrifying because she's trying to hide the dead body without her kids seeing it, and while she's also being stalked by this escaped mental patient who's dressed like Santa Claus.
There's a lot of people dressed as Santa Claus killing people, I've noticed.
Oh, I have plenty. But and then the one thing that these were based off comics. They came out in like the 50s and 60s.
Right.
And the thing that comics and the TV shows, the episodes were known for, a lot of them had a twist ending. I don't want to spoil it. It's a great twist ending because a lot of the episodes had really great twist endings. But there is a twist at the end, and it's a really good twist. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh my
But
god,
this
she's
is
Susan Sarandon.
Yes, it was.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was Joanna Angel the whole time.
Oh my god.
Aren't they always?
Even though this
She was
came out in
very
1989.
If it weren't for those pesky kids.
Yeah.
Joanna, we
Because
love
of Man
you.
O'Malley. Even though this came out in 1989, it was Joanna Angel. But yeah, no, it was great. Like, good cast, good director, good writer. This honestly is considered one of, if not the greatest. Like a lot of people, when they put lists together for best episodes, this is usually up like top 5, if not top 3 greatest episodes out of Tales from the Crypt, and it was the second ever one.
That's kind of cool. I can dig that. Does that include
so
the reboot?
I don't think the reboot's come out yet. There's been talk about it for.
I've heard
10
they're
years.
doing a reboot. So
All I know, it's been like 10 years since they've been started talking about it.
I don't even care if they ever do a reboot. I just want them to release the fucking thing on Blu-ray already. Like, jeez.
That and Demon Knight, because Demon Knight was awesome.
HBO, what are you doing to me here?
Demon Knight's also a great movie.
Stringing you on. So what would you give the rating?
As just like, it's because it's a quick episode, I would give it a...
Really? A
Honestly,
baby
I'd get-
that high?
We're
A baby
throwing
Yoda?
4s around today. Fuck it, it's a 4.
4.
Because it's tight, compact. There's not a lot of dull moments because there's a lot going on, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. And then the twist is fantastic.
Okay.
Again, like we did last summer. All right, that sounds cool. 4. T Squared Hollows. What's up? What's your fourth one?
So my fourth one is my number 1 of this list, and just my number 1 holiday Christmas horror film of all time. Anybody who says this isn't a Christmas movie is weird and completely wrong. It's going to be Joe Dante's first Gremlins movie. First,
Okay,
Gremlins.
it is a Christmas movie.
It's actually, I asked Alexa, and then that was the first one as well.
It's
the top movie for Christmas.
It is for me personally. I think it is a perfect Christmas movie. It encapsulates the holiday very well, pretty much from the moment it starts. The creature effects are amazing. Everybody knows Gremlins. I love it so much. My cat is named after the Mogwai Gizmo. So it's those who haven't seen it, shame on you. Here's a brief synopsis. Pretty much a teen gets a mythical creature named called a Mogwai from his father for Christmas, who is a traveling inventor. Brings this back from a shop in Chinatown, I believe. And this, with the Mogwai comes 3 rules. Do not get it wet is the main rule. Don't feed it after midnight, and don't expose it to sunlight.
Oh, that's not a rule. That's just a thing. No sunlight.
And, well, he breaks the biggest rule and ends up exposing Gizmo, poor little Gizmo, to some water. And from there, multiple Mogwai sprout from Gizmo, and things happen. Gremlins burst out of their eggs, a la Alien style, and run havoc all over this town.
He gives birth.
Yeah, and they all look like Baby Yoda, by the way. If anyone wants to know what Gremlins,
it's just so much more creepy and evil and sinister and meddling.
But he does not give birth to spider gremlins or sexy gremlins yet.
I have feelings about that.
And we will talk about those feelings in our upcoming podcast.
I knew we would.
I'm writing it down.
That is going to be a good one. Stay tuned. But yeah, so Gremlins for me is just it's the perfect holiday film for me. It has the humor that I love. It's got some genuine scary parts. I love Stripe as a villain. I think he is awesome. The creature designs are all animatronics. Back in the day when 80s animatronics and puppetry was just reigned supreme. It's got everything. And if there's one thing, what was that?
It's got Howie Mandel too.
It does. Howie Mandel is the voice of Gizmo,
and he does a great job.
Oh, you know who sings Gizmo? No one. Gizmo didn't sing.
Danny Elfman.
And
but they
Funny
cut
thing-
it. They
Danny
cut it
DeVito?
all. They cut it all.
They cut Danny DeVito off?
Yes, they cut Danny DeVito's singing
Son of a-
role. Yes.
Danny DeVito was actually Gizmo in the movie. He was like a life-size Gizmo.
Yeah.
That was damn
And it did not
Gizmo
test
was Danny
well.
DeVito in a suit.
It
Got
did
some.
not test well with audiences, so
They got
then they-
in.
yeah,
They got in.
pull back
Howie.
in.
I love Danny
They
DeVito.
got in the dude from Little Monsters.
mhm.
So anyway, then I started blasting.
But fun fact, that new Mountain Dew commercial that they did, was it last year or something like that, with the Gremlins? Howie Mandel actually reprised his
Aw.
role as Gizmo, just as what's his face did as Billy. So I
Wow.
thought that was really cool.
That's kind of cool.
That is
And if there's one thing Gremlins solidifies for me every single time I watch it, Billy is the fucking worst pet owner in the world.
Yes.
In
Yes.
the world. He should never own a pet. He shouldn't own a
Nope.
dog. He shouldn't own a cat. Damn, it should never own a mogwai. Like,
No.
every time I watch it, I'm like, God, Billy.
I feel
The-
the
with
See
same.
what happens in the sequel.
3
I-
rules, guys.
Within the first night he gets
Yes.
Gizmo, he drops him on his head. He shines a bright light in his face. Oh,
And Gizmo is such an adorable little
He's so
I
creature.
love
and
Gizmo.
Gizmo loves him, but it's like, Gizmo, you could get such a better owner, buddy.
I
Gizmo,
would
this
like-
is what we call it, an abusive
I
relationship.
cherish you so much, Gizmo.
Gizmo had
reminds
better
me of
life
this
Okay.
one.
I do want to say though, I want to just point out, not point out, but I just want to plug. We do have Nicole just put out on the site on hauntedmtl.com. She did put a
Yes.
review
yes.
on
Yes,
A
we
re-
do
review.
have a review.
Of
So-
Gizmo?
So
Gremlins?
definitely check it out.
of Gizmo, played by Susan Sarandon.
Nice.
And if I remember reading it correctly, Nicole also gave it a very high score too.
Oh.
So
Okay,
At least
that's
2.
good. I saw that she had written it. I did not read it because I have a lot of holiday stuff going on.
Oh, you're doing a holiday
Same.
podcast. So
Yeah,
this is
thank
your
you.
5 out of 5?
this
For a
one
movie?
is easily a 5 out of 5 for
Wow.
me, hands down. It's got great references. It's got great callbacks. It's got emotion to it. It's got horror. It's got humor. Amazing practical effect. It's everything that you really want out of a holiday horror film for
Well,
sure.
that is amazing,
And
and
Dick
I'm
Miller.
glad I don't have to follow this. Payne, you're up, buddy.
Wait a minute. I also just want to say really quick. Also, Gremlins was the last like PG movie because after that they're like, oh, we need a PG-13 rating.
That's
'cause
too
this
scary.
is not
The
children.
fact that movie is PG still blows my mind.
It was the last one because they were like, ooh, this should not be for children. So that
It
was-
really shouldn't be.
it.
Just
that-
the story that she tells Billy when they're
Yes!
walking home from the bar, like,
Oh
oh,
God! Oh
And I love in the
so
second one.
sad.
The second one, it was so funny when they reprised that.
She has the most fucked up life. I swear,
does.
her character
She
is the most.
It's great. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Payne. Go
All
ahead.
right, Payne, take it away. So, anyways, I got my 4th movie. It's shit, Jack Frost. No, not that one. It's with Baba Yaga and a bear. I think Baba Yaga is the bear, like Smokey and the Bandit. And I bought this and I gave it the box. It was like a box set. I gave it like, oh, it must be for box. It's a box set. And they never gave it back to me. I don't know what the hell happened to it. So I didn't get to watch it. But if I could have watched it, I would say I would watch this. My favorite MST3 5K. Sometimes I run more than 4K. So it's like a 5K for me,
get that.
Easily. Baba Yaga tries to kill it. I touch girls. I turn to ice. It's awesome. Vanilla ice, I think. They
You
taste
touch
like
girls
vanilla ice.
and they turn to ice.
Ice baby. That was actually the original line. I think Susan Sarandon was singing that one. So I give this
No, it was
one
Danny
5
Elfman.
out of 5. As long as box. You're not going to steal this one, are you? You're not going to steal my review, are you?
I didn't steal any of them. I don't
Oh
know
my
what you're
gosh.
talking about.
I
don't
swear
know
to
what you're
God,
talking about.
listeners,
I swear
if
to
they
God.
steal my review one more time.
I
But
swear to
5
God,
out
I
of
don't
5
know.
Cthulhu's. That's my final answer. The end. Making up beer time. Bye, Jimbo. All right. Wow. That's amazing. Box, what's yours?
That's mean. So mean. All right. So my last one, I didn't look at Payne's notes for this one. This is all mine and original.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. We believe you.
Is going to be Jack Frost. No, not that one.
Yes.
No,
The
not
Michael
that
Keaton
one
one?
either.
Charles Manson. No, not that one.
No,
The
not
sequel.
that one either. No, not that one either.
Oh,
It's the Russo-Finnish one. Morozko? Anyway, it's Jack Frost. It has Baba Yaga in it, and a dude turning into a bear, and a father trying to murder his young daughter by freezing her to death. And it is absolutely my favorite Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Wait a minute. Damn it, Boxy. I just did this movie like
you
a
didn't.
minute ago.
No, you didn't.
Are you serious?
I don't remember that.
With Baba Yaga. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Jim.
no, like
Jim, we need a ruling.
She's got a chicken. The chicken-footed house. She's got the chicken-footed house. It's great.
Is that chicken head? Yeah, got it.
No.
The same thing, Box.
And she's got the pig that like she can turn into a sled, Baba Yaga, and girl touches the bird and she becomes ice. Remember? Wait, I mean you don't remember because you didn't see it. I saw it.
I saw it.
Shit!
I saw it with you.
It's a real thing. I just looked it up.
Wait, make it a real thing.
It's a
Of course
real
it is.
thing.
I just did the same review. The
course
box is
it's
just
a real-
mimicking.
Of course it's a real thing. And you know, it's like I said, it's one of my favorites. I would say, you know, dude turning into a bear, you know, Baba Yaga being the witch of the woods, you know, and she's the primary, her and the stepmother are the two big bads of it. And
Who cares?
yeah. So, like I said, it's absolutely my favorite MST3K. I've probably watched it 30 times, I would say. I kind of know it by heart, but it's one of those that I can just kind of cozy on into and pick up at any moment and kind of go with, because it's funny, it's fun, and it's beautiful. It's a beautifully shot movie in Russia, maybe. I think it's Russia.
Oh my God.
I
Payne
have
said
a
Russia.
feeling
Just
I'm
pay
going to be
attention.
watching a lot of movies from Mystery Science Theater in the coming year.
Oh, and you know what? They're all on Tubi.
Oh my
Go
God.
to Tubi, everybody. Just go to
hashtag
Tubi.
God.
sponsor us, Tubi.
I have asked Tubi-san to sponsor me many times.
You and me both.
Notice me, senpai. No, Tubi's great, but we also have Shudder, which is amazing too.
Shudder's beyond amazing.
We love Shudder.
Shudder's-
Love it so
Shudder's
much.
beyond. But anyway, this is my favorite MST3K. I own it. I bought it also to stream it. I don't know why, because in case something happened to me, my DVD, I got in one of those fits.
Right.
So 5 out of 5 because
5 out of 5. By God.
it's great. He turns into a bear. He's got a little bear head and he scares little children.
A, I can't believe you actually stole Payne's thing. But B, I have to follow 5 out of 5.
Yeah, and
Oh man.
I did not steal Payne's thing.
Well, we'll let the readers decide. Also our listeners, because this is a podcast. We'll let someone decide. I'll pull out the transcript. You guys decide who does first. All right, then I'm up next. So, okay, anyways, mine. It's going to be a punk rock Christmas this year. Even Santa's going to be a punk. Oh, can I say it? A Sex Pistol for a day. It's my what thingamajigger. I'll just get sued, I guess. All right, I am doing a last one, best one, and no one's going to believe this one. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. It's got Merry Christmas in its title, so you know it's a Christmas movie. And Mr. Lawrence, that sounds like a fucking horror movie. It's from 1983.
Or Joey Lawrence.
I was just going to say that too.
David Bowie.
Whoa.
Does not sound what?
David Bowie? Is that
David Bowie. During World War II, a British colonel tries to bridge a cultural divide between the British POW and the Japanese camp commander in order to avoid bloodshed. It is a horror movie. And not just the horrors of war, but the horrors of what a POW camp is,
Ooh,
especially
God.
the World War II one. I went dark and deep from the last
You
one, guys.
did.
So bleak.
Jeez Louise. I
We
need
go from
my
Santa Claus
job.
getting no bits.
We thought our Christmas Evil one here was so
Yeah.
sad. Jeez.
Yeah.
No,
Jeez
this is
Louise.
an amazing dissemination. Wow, amazing bit by Bowie. It is well shot. It has got a all-star cast, but I can't go into it. But you want to talk about slow burn? This is the slowest burn, man. It's like 1942 British soldier Jack Sellers comes to a Japanese prison camp. The camp is run by Yoni, who has a firm belief in discipline, honor, and glory. In his view, the Allied prisoners are cowards when they chose to surrender instead of committing suicide. One of the prisoners' interpreter, John Lawrence, tries to explain the Japanese way of thinking, but is considered a traitor. And unlike Young Frankenstein, this tagline is actually something. They're all honorable men, but what they did can be done in name what the hell? But while they did that can be done, name of honor. Wow.
You want to try that again?
Not really. I do not want to try that one again. My
Want
voice
another
is
pass?
skipping over this. But it is
Give
an
him a
amazing
mulligan.
film. It is an amazing film. I actually have this on VHS. Talk about that until I looked at the box once, and apparently I don't get it back ever. But if you are into 80s movies, but not the really weird, pervy, like John Hughes 80s movies where I guess everyone gets raped and everyone's okay with it. Rape's not our sponsor. But if you want to see something, no, it's not. If you want to see something that's making you go, oh my God, you watch this Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. It won a BAFTA. 10 wins, 7 nominations. Is an award-winning movie.
Wait. 10
Best
wins,
score.
but only 7 nominations.
Yes.
10 wins and 7
do you need to flip those? Do you need to flip those numbers? Because you said
No.
Nope.
No.
Showing all 10 wins. It's got a BAFTA for the best score, awards of Japanese Academy for most popular film, best supporting actor. This is nominees now. The winner, boom, right there. Cashier du Cinema, best film nominee, Cannes Film nominee, winner of the Kenema Junpo Awards, best film. And then a bunch of winners, best film, supporting actor, director, screenplay, film score, best actor.
Okay, it's really cool.
It
So
is
what did you
amazing little thing. I am giving this because there's no CGI in this at all.
I was gonna say
None.
what did it? So it resonated with you greatly.
It was something when I saw this list, I was gonna put Scrooge as my number 2, but then you took it, so I went from Kiss and Santa Claus. But this is always my number 1.
Gotcha.
If I put it this way, if I pick between this and Pussy Chunks 2, Seattle Connection, I would pick this.
Okay.
I'm surprised Pussy Chunks 2 isn't number 1.
1A and 1B, basically.
Yeah, it's different, genres, really.
No, well, one's Kino and the other one's like Mr. Lawrence. So
right, exactly.
So this
so what would you give
easy
it?
5 out of 5. Easy 5 out of 5. Cthulhu's
5.
Nice.
5 out of 5. Black Stars, Cthulhu's, whatever you want to do. Rebel, let's go. But with that being said, oh my God, we wrapped up 5 special guests.
Yes.
Although Box pretty much just ripped off Pan the entire time. That was
not.
kind of like weird, dude.
Rude.
That was pretty weird, man.
Just because he left his notes out, and just because I read them, and just because I have them in front of me.
He went first. And then you did it.
Just because
Almost
of all
verbatim.
that, no, I don't remember
went
that.
first, and then you did yours, and you went almost word for word. Even the scores are the same. It's kind of scary. Are you the same person? We never see you in the same place at the same time.
No, you have.
Oh my gosh, I have not.
You have before.
Everyone at home, Brannick is using a black screen right now. We don't know. We've seen Payne somewhere. We don't see Brannick. I think every time Payne is going to a quote unquote Megadeth beer, they're actually using Brannick's computer. Because they're Brannick. That's my theory.
Okay,
and
that's your theory. You could go on Reddit.
I'm gonna go deep dive in that one. Plug time. We all get a plug. Xander, what's your plug?
Well, I am getting ready to start. I had mentioned my pro wrestling / pop culture podcast, Dropkicks and Attractions.
Nice.
I'm going to be relaunching that right after the beginning of the year, and I also have 2 more of my, not counting the podcast I do for here, I actually also have 2 more in the works. So I'm going to have at least 3 podcasts, and then for those that watch Marvel Snap, I'm absolutely addicted to that game, so I stream it on my Twitch channel, and I'm going to be doing a lot with casting the tournaments that are coming up, and basically follow me all over the socials because I'm going to be stupid busy after the new year.
What are your socials?
Xander Invictus on everything.
So
Twitter,
XANDERINVDICUS?
VICTUS.
TUS, okay.
Yeah.
And that's on Twitch and stream and Twitchy streams.
Twitter, TikTok. I'm going to try to get my dead Instagram off the ground after the new year. So
even Grandma's Cookies. Got a whole Grandma Cookie box named after you, buddy. All right, not bad. I dig that. I can dig that. T Squared Hollows. What is your plug?
I've actually got quick couple.
Okay. Yeah.
So my first announcement, I would like to say to the viewers out there, I am one of the newest members now officially of the Haunted MTL family. So
Yay.
I am very excited about this. So, do you think I can give them just a little? Thank you.
I don't know why they laughed first.
Honor.
They just laughed at you first. Like,
I'll take the laughs. I'll take the claps. Give them all. But what do you think, Box? Can I give them just a little hint, a little tease?
Sure.
Little tease. So, listeners out there, Box and I have our own special, fun little podcast in the works. We kind of gave you little hints and alluded to it throughout this episode.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be dropping a little bit more info probably within the, I'd say, first part of the year.
After the holidays.
After the holidays. We're going to get after the holidays, and then we're hoping first part of the year we can start really delving into it. So be on the lookout for that. More to come. But my other plug, being the holiday season, I did plug another little horror shop last time. You know, everybody's looking for some last minute Christmas gift ideas, holiday gift ideas. I came across one on Twitter.
Right.
She goes by the name of Cup of Horror and Cup of Horrors on Instagram. She is an artist, mother of 2, and what she does is she gets purses, bags, clothing accessory items, and she actually paints a lot of famous horror icons on there by hand and sells them. She's done really a lot of her work was with Ghostface, but she's now been tapping into Art the Clown.
Nice.
She's done many other things, but she has you can follow her on Twitter at Cup of Horror, and her Instagram is Cup of Horrors, and her website is cupofhorror.com. Definitely check her out. She is very talented, and you know, for those horror fanatics again out there that like to accessorize with horror things, she does some really killer work.
And see, I would like to announce that Cup of Horrors has a promo code for us. If you're using their promo code, I believe it's kind of like our title of the podcast, which might be, according to Box, either Streamin' Keemans, Steamin' Demons,
Streamin' Seaman?
or Streamin' Seamans. Streamin' Seaman? Just start typing random shit into your podcast code somewhere, and maybe it would. And if they're listening, they're like, I have to do what now for a coupon code? Streaming what now?
Just shout it out into the wind, and you'll get a coupon.
Scream it at your computer screen.
Just stream it through
there are
the yes no
around you, because that is how you get the coupon code.
Oh, they're very like very
it will come to you like in Krampus style.
Oh, it'll come to you.
Pinkies out.
Krampus,
or as
very perky notes.
The Night Before Triple Xmas style. It'll come to you one way or the other.
It will come.
They're very cool. Okay, so Payne, what's your plug? So mine's Native American Association. Heritage Association. I can't read my own notes sometimes. It's nahainc.org. Y'all might put a dash in there, Jimbo. naha-inc.org, of course. And what they do is very important, you guys. Native American Heritage Association. They will take their families out for like food or something, and toys for kids, and food for the toys. And I believe, don't quote me on this, Susan Sarandon is one of the toys. Yep. Heard it here first. Soon as Randon will be doing Native American Heritage Association from here on out. All right,
But
box.
if she sings, it's Danny Elfman.
I was just gonna say she comes with a drawstring and it's Danny Elfman who sings.
Well, okay, those are kind of cool plugs.
Well, my totally original plug is going to be.
Who cares? Oh, jeez, Payne, let them plug.
Payne.
Holy crap, dude.
That's rude,
He's
dude.
being a
That was
pain in
rude,
the ass.
He is. So he doesn't follow up on the assignment, taking Box's work for his
Thank
credit.
you.
I don't know. I think Box always been second.
So let's say that you just have too much money in this holiday season, because
As we
don't
all
we
do.
all?
We have so much money.
Can I be one of those people, please?
Yeah. Where do
Sure.
I sign up for this money?
And if you have just too much money and you would like to give to a really good cause, I would suggest you go to Native American Heritage Association. And again, that's Native American Heritage Association. They have really good reviews on all the charity websites that they give back. And they actually have a holiday program where they will go out for Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, all the holidays, and they will go to families and they'll provide them food. They'll give toys to the kids, stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
they will go, they will do that. And again, if you go to NAHA and then -inc.org, or you can just Google Native American Heritage Association and then go to their holiday program and you can see all the cool stuff that they're doing.
That is super cool, and
That is
I
awesome.
believe very, very worthy. I'm going to be selfish. Unplug bodies. Bodies
Yeah.
drops. Let the bodies
Do
hit the
it.
floor, as the song might say. It drops. Oh, I believe next. Oh my gosh, this podcast comes out. Okay, if you can hear my voice in this podcast, you can buy
Whoa.
bodies. You
Oh my
can
God,
go
guys,
right
Oh,
now. You
whoa.
have to go buy it.
go do
Yep.
it.
Do it now.
Just stop it, what you're doing, and go buy bodies, either the Kindle or the print. Don't be, buy both. Why not?
Amazon,
You know
right?
what? I'm leaving the show right now to go ahead and buy it.
That's right.
Exactly.
Just say,
I've
here's some
got
money, give me
Amazon
a
pulled
body.
up.
And all the money goes to 4 very great, 5. I cannot even read my own writing sometimes. 5 great women's charities, everything from Emily Dickinson to the Legal Center to abortion rights to another abortion rights to Girls Who Code. It's been a tough year for a lot of people. So this is our heritage anthology. Oh my God. This is our charity anthology, also heritage, which is a heritage.
Yes.
And
Heritage of AFABs. Yep.
way to go for the new year, next year, Christmas year. Just give. As Scrooge says, if you got some, give. You don't give some more. As Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence says, that's a wrap. All right, so that's our thing. That's our show. Hope you enjoyed it. On behalf of myself, Jim Phoenix, our special guest, Xander, TT Hollows, Dr. Payne, my special co-host, J.M. Brannick, and I'll have to say this, and they don't know this is coming. Brannick,
Yes.
it's been a nice season. This is our last episode for the year.
Yeah, it is.
Aww.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. And I want to apologize for Brannick for taking a moment of sharing, caring, and teachable moment. It was not my moment to take, so I apologize to you for last episode.
problem.
Take that, motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, speechless.
I am.
Because I didn't say it first, Jimbo. Don't worry, I'll say something. Don't copy me. Yeah, okay.
I hear a cat.
Not yet. Make enough beer.
I hear a Macadut beer.
Oh, here it is.
I hear a cat.
Meow.